Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing the review on the Herschel Little America backpack. I'm going to be going over like the pros, the cons, and pretty much what it's like. I've had this for a few years now, and all like the things that have happened over like the wear and tear over a year. So I'll show you guys how it's held up over that amount of time. So let's hop right into it. Alright guys, so to start off, I'm just going to go through the bag, show you all the features, all the pockets, everything. So right in the front, you can see it just has this one big main opening pocket. This is pretty much how you do it. It opens up like this. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you can close it like that. Seals all your stuff up pretty good. You can't really open it like that unless you pull pretty hard like that. But yeah, the interior, it has this nice candy cane kind of like material. It's pretty durable. Yeah, it's pretty good. So getting inside of it, there's one main large pocket. Then that, it doesn't really have any like compartments in there. It's just kind of just this one area right here. You can just put anything there. It's pretty large. I believe it's 25 liters, so it's a pretty big backpack. You can fit a lot of things in here. Then in the back, this is a laptop pocket. I believe it can fit 15-inch MacBooks or like laptops in general. It's pretty nice. It has this really soft fur in here, this black fur you can see right there. Super soft, so your laptop won't get scratched at all. And also another feature about that, it doesn't actually go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So if you, say, throw your bag like that, your laptop's not going to be hitting the floor and be taking all that impact. So another part of the inside is there's these little side pockets, kind of hard to see, but on both sides there's these little side pockets right here, and I'm not really too sure what they're for. I usually just put something in there small, like either my phone or like I use this for school, so like deodorant, stuff like that. You can put anything there, pencils, anything small that you need to grab quickly, because since it's just one big pocket, you pretty much, that's basically the only small pocket besides for this one up front. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the interior. There's not too much in there. I mean, there is this one little media hole right here, like this for cords and stuff. So what, I saw this on the Herschel YouTube channel actually. One of the uses is you can put your phone right in this side pocket and have a little cord coming out here, whether you want to have like a portable charger to charge your phone right out of the bag, or you could have headphones, wired headphones, come out of this hole while your phone's sitting inside. So I mean, I think that's it for the interior. So you just close this up. We'll go to the front now. So the front, pretty just normal. You just have these pockets. These are actually all these things. These aren't actually, you don't really use this part of it, like the little buckle. It's actually, they're all magnets. So you'll see that there, and it basically just attaches super easy like that, and that's on all the pockets. So you just have normal zipper pocket, no compartments in here or anything, and it's just normal pocket. So that's pretty good. You can see little Herschel branding right here, just woven on, I guess. So let's go to the back of the bag. So this is actually one of my favorite parts about this bag, is how comfy it is when you're actually wearing it. So you can see this is super squishy right here. I don't know what it is. It's some type of foam they have in these straps and also on all these three back panels, here, here, and here. And the way they did it, it's just super comfortable. So you see how squishy it is. It has these little loops. I mean, for school, I just put a lock right there, something locked on. But yeah, it's super squishy. Like you can kind of see how thick it is right there, and how plush it is. So also you can see how ventilated it is. So you won't really get hot wearing this because it has a good kind of ventilation system. But yeah, it's super comfortable. With these, also super easy to adjust. There's another part I'd like about this bag is you can see this one bungee cord right here. And pretty much when you clench up the bag like that, this you can just slide down so these straps won't be bouncing around or anything like that. So that's super helpful. So I think that's it for all the pockets of the bag. Overall, this material right here, super durable. The outer fabric, I've had no problems at all. I found it's pretty water resistant for light rain, but once it starts raining kind of heavy, it starts soaking in a bit. So that's not the best, but it's just super durable, no rips. I've never worried about that at all. It's really nice. This handle right here, super sturdy. This thing will pretty much never rip off. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's hop into the pros and cons. Alright guys, so before we get into the pros and cons, I just want to mention two more things. Well, first about this back panel, it's super sturdy. I just want to mention that because that's a pretty important part that a lot of people have questions with. This bag, like if I set it up just like this, it's gonna stay up. It's like some bags will fall like that, but this back panel is super sturdy. So it's a pretty solid bag. The other thing I wanted to do, so I've used this bag for going to friends' houses, like staying over there. So I just wanted to show you for a comparison, like how much, if you want to use this for like putting clothes and stuff like that, if you were going to. So this is a pretty thick sweatshirt right here. So pretty much, because I've packed this with clothes before, I can fit quite a few in there. For me, a few days worth actually. So if I put the sweatshirt at the bottom, that's about how much room it'll take up. Not that much. It only goes up to about here. And think about it, you have all this room up here. And the one thing when you're putting things as like especially clothes in this bag, you don't always have to seal it off all the way. Like pretty much if you fill it up all the way, you can pretty much seal it just a little bit. Like even if you sealed it like that, it would really prevent things from coming off. That's what I love about this drawstring, because you don't have to go down all the way with it like that to make things stay, and it kind of cinches everything from the top like that. And you can just throw this over, and then there you go. So now let's actually hop into the pros and cons. Alright guys, so to start off with the cons, there are quite a few cons that really stand out in the bag. I mean, they're not too big of problems. Like, I can still use this bag. I still love this bag a lot. But there's a few big ones that come after a few years of wear. So the first one is actually with these magnetic buckles. So I've pretty much beat this bag. I used it for school for 2 years straight. I use it for a lot of things. So it's gone through quite a bit of wear and tear. But I still don't think this should be happening on a bag this expensive. This is about $100. So this is the first problem. So if you can see these magnetic buckles, what they should look like, the ones at the bottom are perfect. So pretty much it's just a button like that, and it has a little magnet right in the middle like that. So these magnets up top, these are the ones that get the most use. So the magnets started to wear out quite a bit, so they really don't stick on there too well. If you can see it, it barely really sticks on there. It kind of jiggles around a bit. But yeah, this right here, this is a surprising part. The metal around it actually started to crack, if you can see that. So the magnet, it doesn't stick very well at all, and this metal's cracking, which I don't know how it's going to be in a few years, like if I'll even have that bag, see if it's still holding up. But yeah, it's just not holding up. And then the part that it sticks to, these little buttons right here, on this side, this one completely fell off. So this one is really unusable. The magnet's gone, so it doesn't stick anymore. So that's the first problem. Another problem that I actually encountered this about within the first month of use actually. So when you set the bag down, a lot of times you set it down kind of like that, and the straps will kind of hang like that and fold over a bit. So this is for the leather bags. I'm not too sure about the rubber straps like this, but thing I've noticed, you can see on every single one of these on the ends, it's actually cracking. So it's holding on decently well due to the string. Like there's a string going all the way around. But you can see it just it's cracked on these two. And it's also cracked. It's actually cracked in two places on these ones at the bottom, there and there. So it's not too noticeable, but yeah, it really, I mean, paying this much for a bag, it should really be holding up better than this. I'm not sure. I don't think this is real leather, but yeah, it's cracking quite a bit. One other problem I had, so for the interior laptop pocket, you can see right there, you can see the fur a little bit more. But the fur is really nice, right? If you have just a metal laptop, it'll slide in and out. This is just a personal problem I had. So I use that to put my iPad in, And on my iPad case, I have a pretty thick rubber case, about that thick or so. It's an OtterBox one. So when I put it in and took it out, because I use this for school, we use iPads in our school. So when I'm taking it in and out, and for every class, the fur inside actually starts to catch onto the iPad. So I did that, and then I did that for a few months. Then when I eventually got a new case for it, there was all these furs at the bottom. Like, I bet there's still some at the bottom. It's just like, there's just black fur. I don't know if you can see that, but there's just this black fuzz that kind of comes up whenever you put something in there, really, like that right there. So that's not really too good. The last con I have is kind of just the durability for this top part, like this candy cane fabric material. It's really good. No complaints on this. The one problem I have, though, it actually gets pretty dirty pretty easily. So after about a year, I'd say, it got pretty dirty, and this, from cinching it all the time, you can see this started to actually wear out. So it gets dirty, not too noticeable, but when you're using it every day, you can definitely start to notice the dirt that gathers up. And then this actually ripped too right here. I believe there was a little metal ring that would hold that, but that ripped too. So I mean, the bag is still holding up really good. Definitely still usable, but those are just a few cons that I've noticed throughout the bag. So let's hop right into the pros. Alright guys, so for the pros of this bag, the first one I'm going to start off with is just the size of it, which is 25 liters. And it's, I mean, if you don't really know anything about backpacks, it's a good size bag. That's about average, above average I'd say actually. Yeah, so that's the first pro, just the size in general, because it doesn't really look too big when it's on your back. I'll show some clips of it on my back after this right here, but it's just a big bag, and it doesn't really take up too much space. It's not too thick. It's kind of just the perfect size for a bag that you want to use for school or anything really. It's just a really, really good size. The other thing that's really good about it, I really like that they have not too many pockets in, because it's just a super simple design. It's just you have this one flap that opens up. Everything's just in this main pocket. You always know where everything is. It's either in these little side pockets right here, in the laptop pocket, or just in the main pocket. And I know on Herschel you can get, like on their website, you can get these little like other sack things that you can kind of put in here, and that could help you organize things if you really want. But that's definitely another pro. Another thing I would say, just the simple design of it really. I personally really like this design. It's kind of just a modern mountaineering bag really. So it looks good in almost any setting, whether you want to have casual or just a little bit more formal too, like in an office. It'll look good. Another pro that I have is, honestly, for some of the things, like these, if you can see some scrapes on the bag and stuff, personally, I would say the way the bag the way it wears over time, it looks better than when you first get it, because it has a bit more character, Like, of course, I went over the pros like this, which I don't like about these ripping, but overall, like the scratches and stuff on the bag, personally, I think it makes it have a bit more character, and I think it looks better over time. It just wears very well. And then for the final pro, I would definitely add these things right here. The super cushioned arm, or how do you say, shoulder straps and back padding. Yeah guys, I'm going to jump into some clips of me wearing this bag so you can see how it fits me. Alright guys, this is me with the backpack on. I'm just going to do a 360 so you can see how it looks. Okay guys, looks pretty good, fits well. You can adjust these straps too. They adjust quite a bit too. So you can let them down like that, pull them up. Super easy to do that. Yeah, this is how it looks from the back, kind of all angles. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, in my opinion, I really like the design on this. It fits well too. Alright guys, so overall, my final thoughts on this bag, I definitely say it's worth the money. That's up to you of how much you'd like to spend on a bag. But I believe I got this for $99. For like the durability and how good it's been holding up, besides for a few minor problems, I definitely say this is worth the money, and I'm going to continue to use this because it's just such a great bag. Just a few things Herschel should work on, you know, definitely this problem right here. And you have to remember this bag is a few years old, so they may have already fixed these, I'm not totally sure. But yeah, overall it's just a great bag. I'd definitely get another one, and I'd recommend it to anyone watching. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day, and that's going to be this video here. See ya.